Zimbabwe is the name of a nation. Gold is the name of a mineral.
Yes.
The currency is called Zimbabwe gold. That can never be the name of a currency.
Yes.
Zimbabwean gold was Zimbabwe gold. It simply means gold found in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
It can never be the name of a currency. So the government introduced a nameless currency. And there's an interaction between leaders in the industry and the governor of the central bank, the new governor. And so the new governor is answering questions on the strength of the currency and that the population has no confidence in the currency. I'm interested in the questions that people raised to the central bank governor and the answers that the governor gave in response to those questions. I want us to pay attention so that I can show you something that is terribly embarrassing in this footage. Yes.
Now, in this regard, what currencies is the public going to use to buy fuel? If you address that question, you would have addressed many problems. The price of fuel. The ZIG must buy fuel because that is our local currency. That's where the problems start. Once fuel is not priced in the ZIG, people will begin to chase the black market again to get US dollars.
Thank you, facilitator. I am just an ordinary consumer, Dr. Mshava. So I'm going to speak like one. So as a consumer, my indicators about faith in the currency is shown by what government does. If government does not accept duty in ZIG, or the payment for fuel in ZIG, I have got a question. I know Mr. Gwamatanga said it's a journey, but I want to see government and the Reserve Bank taking the first step, and not in terms of the economics of explaining to us how it works, because we have heard that before. When the bond note was introduced, the then governor had a whole meeting with the Law Society of Zimbabwe, to which I belong. It was a few hours long. We were assured the bond note would be backed by a deposit of $200 million after Exim Bank. We were assured no printing would be done. We were assured so many things about stability and so on. I remember at that time, not having been convinced in the meeting, I and my partner made an appointment with the governor and sat down with him in his office because we had clients who were keen to invest. And they had one question: will we get our money out? We couldn't answer it even after that meeting. So it's all okay, and I do trust the governor. I know him well. I do trust the PEMSEC. I know him well. But do I trust policy as a consumer? The answer is no. We can go round and round in all kinds of things. But if we don't put the step forward that convinces me, if I have ZIG today and I'm importing a car, I can go to the border and pay for my duty in ZIG. You can't then convince me that it's a currency that works in the manner that we're explaining. And it's a matter about usability. Just listen to the consumers out there. For the reason that we are not economists, we are looking at the practical aspects of what do I do with the currency. If I go to Mberengwa now and I buy something with a US dollar, they are going to give me rand coins as change. And it's rampant if you go to Mberengwa, to Matabeleland South and parts of Masvingo. That's the way they function. It works. But do I want ZIG right now? I'm not so sure. Because let me see you take the step. Comrade Permanent Secretary, let's see you take the step. Let me be able to buy fuel. If it is multi-currency, my understanding of multi-currency is it's interchangeable freely. There is no one that's acceptable more than the other. But practically, does government today accept ZIG the same way it accepts the US dollar? So the questions about the passport office are legitimate, because I must pay for the passport. If I go with ZIG, will you take it? If you can't, you are creating doubt. So it boils down to one matter: confidence. The economics, the gold deposits, of course we will never verify that because we don't know what's in the vaults. You have told us, we believe you for now. But how does it help me, the common man, to be able to function? And that would be my comment, Dr. Msharan. It might sound a little bit emotive, but it is because I have lost my savings 3 times since I started working. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for that. I'm going to borrow from His Excellency, the President's speech when he visited the Central Bank on Thursday. Someone asked almost a similar question.